Coming up on today's show, we recap the community event Summer Fun Fest and also highlight an up-and-coming event, Thanksgiving Fun Feast. Joy in the City True Stories is a program that highlights people and organizations having an impact in our city. All too often we hear about the problems and the dysfunction in our culture, but we're coming from a different approach as we look at the good things that are going on right here in our community. Throughout the month of November, our programs have had a theme of thankfulness. Today we spend a few moments with Lex Hock. She is one of the three who began the Summer Fun Fest, launched out of Altoona Alliance Church. This season, they are expanding this community outreach for Thanksgiving. I'm Bethany Marshall, and you're about to see what God is doing in our city.
Hi, Lex. So tell me a little bit about what you do with Fun Fest.
Fun Fest as a whole, we're trying to do just a community outreach and kind of break down those concepts that Christians can't have fun, hence Fun Fest, and get rid of that. They are not full of joy and happiness because they don't do some of the things that, people that don't go to church do or whatever, but we do all those same things. We have fun and we have parties and we enjoy each other and we laugh, and so we came up with the Summer Fun Fest event. That's all it was. It was born out of that. We just wanted to have something fun and casual and exciting in the parking lot.
As you can see, this event was all about having fun, and it's evident by these pictures that fun took place. But this one-time event began to stir something in those who planned this day for something greater.
And afterwards, a few of us still wanted to make it a full-time ministry and keep it going. And so we kept the Fun Fest part so that we could make that an umbrella and have Summer Fun Fest in the summer and add events as we went on. And so between the three of us for now, we're just heading that up and coming up with new ideas. And as much as we can, we pull other people in and use other ideas. And we're trying to break out of the church walls and kind of bring everybody in, not just other churches, but other organizations and nonprofits. And so at our Summer Fun Fest, we have vendors come and nonprofit organizations so that they can share what they do for the community, so that we can come together and share that information and bounce off of one another and partner with each other. If we know that somebody needs something, then we can kind of network together and have that opportunity to reach the community together. So that's kind of what we do.
What different kinds of activities did you have?
Our whole idea for Summer Fun Fest, actually, now that it was so that every single age could come hang out and have something to do. As a mom with 3 small kids, we're always looking for things, and there are always things for younger children. But then as you become a teenager, you get lost. Teenagers don't have as much to do, and and it's a completely understandable thing. They're so fickle, and you don't know what they're interested in, and it changes all the time. And then you've got things for married with children, and there's always something to plug in there. But then if you're single and you don't have kids or you don't have any connections, then where do you go? And then as you get older, you almost get forgotten about. So we wanted to really have this event where you came, and it didn't matter what your circumstances were. You could come in and do something or see something, or so we're still missing some, but that's where we want to go. So the events, the actual activities, we have a children's area, lots of inflatables and games and all sorts of stuff for them to do. We have vendors set up that people can shop and hang out. We have the nonprofits, and they have crafts and activities set up so parents can come and talk to them. We have the photo booth. We've got food, so all the children's meals both years have been free of charge. We've been able to provide all the kids that come through with a free meal, and then the adult meals are very, very minimal, so they can come in and eat and listen to music. And we had videos playing, and some inspirational things. And as we keep going and coming up with new ideas, we just are looking for things for the teens to do and the things for seniors to do. Anything and everything that we can get in one spot. So if you're looking for something to do, you can come hang out, and it doesn't matter what your circumstances are.
And aside from, I know you said inflatables, what else did you have for the little ones?
There was, oh my goodness, there was a cool zone The spray things, one of our sponsors had actually made specifically for the event, which was really cool. We had some really big games, like Velcro things, where they could kick the soccer ball onto this huge board that took up the whole side of our one building. We had 3D archery that somebody had actually created from the church for us, so that was amazing. We had face painting, all the little prizes, and we had a balloon popping game, and every year that's going to be a little bit different. The first year we had the climbing wall, which was a huge hit, and then this year we moved our date, so we missed the climbing wall, but we want him to come back next year. And then we have we have the Curve Gospel Riders, the motorcycle club, come, and this year they gave free rides in the parking lot to the kids. So there were some kids that were on it all day long. They loved riding around.
So you've done Summer Fun Fest twice.
Twice, yes.
And you said you're doing a Thanksgiving one.
Thanksgiving Fun Feast is the word play that we had for that, yes. The Thanksgiving dinner, I couldn't even tell you when it was born, but we ran with it after the idea came to us, and we wanted to do a Thanksgiving dinner on Thanksgiving Day, not the night before, not the weekend before, but the day of, so that people that don't have a place to go have a place to be. And we wanted to make it intimate and cozy and family friendly. So whenever people come in, they're going to see decorations and all the same, as much as we can, the things that you would see if you went to grandma's house for Thanksgiving, and that family feel. You'll have music playing, and we'll have some things for the kids to do if you bring your kiddos. And we just wanted to provide an atmosphere that people felt safe coming to, and they're not intimidated to walk into and eat and hang out and not feel like they have to leave right away, but just enjoy it and talk. And if they want to meet some other people, they can. And if they just want to keep to themselves, they can. There's nothing that they have to do. They can come and hang out and be where they can feel like a family.
Is that open to the whole community?
Yep. Everybody, anybody that hears about it and needs to be here, wants to be here. If they don't feel like cooking, they can come hang out and eat with us and laugh and make some memories. And we really want to do some other things that you would do at your family's house, or things that we've pulled in from our own backgrounds. Family photos and selfies and crafts and all those kinds of things. I want to provide families with that opportunity, so if they want to have a big family picture taken by one of our fireplaces, they can, and we'll mail it to them and send it to them so they have that. We just want everybody to come together and be together. And we've run up against some walls with traditions and people really being steadfast in that, well, we go here. And for myself, we've always gone and been with my parents and my sister and family and stuff. And I'm really excited this year because my parents agreed to come, and they're serving with us, and they're not going to hold to that, well, we're going to have it here and your grandparents are coming here. And so that was really cool to know that they're willing to give up something that we've done every year since I was a child to be part of something bigger and community minded. So that's pretty cool. And our kids are going to be here and seeing us serve, and kind of like, I'm excited to have them see what we're doing.
Are you looking for volunteers to come help with this?
Yes, anybody that wants to come hang out and serve are absolutely welcome. We want anybody and everybody, whether you belong to a church or you don't belong to a church or you've never been inside a church. This is about serving the community and actually, getting your hands in there and doing something and giving back, and still feeling part of a family, whether you belong to one organization or another.
It's community serving
community. It is
community.
Completely community serving community. It's not the church reaching out or something, labels. We don't want labels. We want people to feel invited and like they're part of it, regardless of what their backgrounds are.
And do you have everything you need for the dinner, or are you taking donations for that?
We are. So far, we have lots of food being donated, which has been awesome. Such a blessing. Still accepting monetary donations to kind of help out with odds and ends. And just the ministry as a whole as well, to keep pushing forward to add on to different things as, the holidays kind of come and go. And then in the spring, we'd love to add more things that the community needs. We want to see where God leads that and what doors he opens up and says, okay, now the community needs this, so I want you to take this leap of faith and do it. So the more people that rally around that idea, the easier it'll become, and the more openings we'll see, and we'll run with it.
So how did you get the idea to do, going back to the beginning, how did you get the idea?
Fun Fest. Actually, it was born out of a life group that we were doing. We had a small group that started, and at the end of those life group things was this idea of community and coming up with something that you could do as a life group together to reach out. At first, it was just supposed to be a small family fun fest, and it snowballed and just got huge. And we knew that there was just no stopping it, which was really cool. And there were some bumps and some challenges, but God definitely brought it together at the end, and we all pushed forward, which was really awesome to see that happen. Because with all the different personalities that were in it and all the different ideas, it was there were some bumps, and we all felt that burden on our shoulders. Like, okay, well, how is this going to actually benefit the community? And then at the end, it all came together, and we were all hugging and crying together, and we were all excited, and we saw kids having fun and families having fun and vendors that were here saying this is a completely different atmosphere. Like, we feel this sense of unity and togetherness in this parking lot and in and out. And so it was born out of that. And then there were the few of us that really just felt like we wanted to keep going with it, and we ran with it, and the church embraced that and was very supportive of that. So we've had then second summer Fun Fest, the volunteers that hung out and committed their entire day to setting up and tearing down and serving food, and it's just been awesome to see everybody kind of rally around it.
So what other kind of ideas do you have?
We don't know what's going to come up in the spring. We just,
as
it comes, yeah. And we want to do things that we see God saying the community needs this, and I want you guys to be the ones to do this, or I want you to contact this organization, and I want you to partner and do this together. So as he tosses those seeds at us, we will chase after them, pick them up, run with them, and if he puts a roadblock up, we'll go the other way.
Is there a way that, you're talking about meeting people's physical needs and providing things for them to do as a family, but are you also touching on their spiritual needs?
Yes. As a whole, the ministry itself is to bring the experience of Jesus to people, because a lot of people are offish whenever you bring up his name or you say specifically that this is a Christian event or something like that. They feel like they're going to be jumped upon, or so we wanted to get rid of that aspect and allow them to actually experience what it is that we are called to do. So it's an experience of his love and service and being taken care of and being thought about, not just another number or another person that we're trying to tally that we saved in some way or another, because we can't save anybody. Only Jesus can do that. So at Summer Fun Fest, there is a prayer tent in the middle. You can't miss it. It's right there. There's scripture verses around. We want to provide events that people want to come up to us and ask us why. Not that we're going to them and saying, hey, guess what? We love Jesus, and we want you to love Jesus too. We want them to ask us why we even do this. Why are you giving up your Thanksgiving when there are people shopping or, taking time off to be with their families, and you're reaching out to others that you don't even know? That's because Jesus told us to serve each other, and that's what we want to do.
That's all the time we have for today's Thanksgiving-themed program. Thanks for watching Join the City True Stories. Join us next week as we highlight another person or organization having an impact in our city. Be encouraged, because God is moving in our city. God is on the move.